So, I mean, those are all just things I noticed when I came from California to Nevada, and sometimes I would say it almost feels like, you know, you're moving from another country in some way because some of the cultural aspects are so different. What's going on, guys? It's Jacob Borth here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas, here to talk about a video where I'm going to get into this California versus Nevada a little bit and some of the things I noticed when I first moved out here from California. So I'll get into that in a moment. Before I do, thank you guys for those of you that have subscribed to this channel. Please like this video. Please throw in a comment. Tell me what you think about it, especially if you've lived in California and Nevada both. That would be interesting to hear what you have to say. Go to my website, JacobslifeinVegas.com. You can get on my email list, and also follow me on Twitter at JacobsVegasLife. Now here's a video I made, or I wanted to make, just because when I moved here from California, you know, born and raised, grew up in California, and then moved out here to Nevada. Came out here to Las Vegas, and there were just some things, you know, you notice kind of right off the bat. At least I did when I moved out here, and I remember just thinking of a few things as I would be in those first few months here that I noticed were different. And I noticed something like the first time I went grocery shopping, I remember feeling like the produce wasn't quite as fresh out here in Vegas. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good, okay? It's still America, all right? So it's not like you're getting spoiled like rotten food or anything. But then again, I grew up in the Central Valley in California. I mean, that is a huge agricultural area. So I was probably spoiled growing up because some of the produce I was eating, you know, it could have just been picked off someone's farm just, you know, a mile down the road. So I had it pretty good growing up. In Vegas, though, it's still good out here. But that was one thing I noticed, was just a little bit difference in the quality when I would go grocery shopping. What else out here? Traffic laws. Oh, I did a video on this one when I came out here. My first year, whatever it was, when I was out here, and I got my first traffic ticket. That was like the most pleasant experience I had been through, night and day, compared to California. The traffic laws here are so much more lenient than in California. It is amazing. Taxes, I've talked about this before. The taxes here in Nevada, this is like one of the lowest tax burdens in the state. We don't have a state income tax out here. California is pretty much on the opposite end of the spectrum. That's some of the highest tax burdens that you will find. Let's see. Veteran support. This is one I feel like is stronger in Nevada than it is in California. I mean, I don't have, you know, like empirical evidence for this. This is just, I just felt like I noticed this throughout my day several times out here, where I would go, even at work, working in nightlife. You know, it was not uncommon out here to see a door guy, you know, check an ID of someone who gives him his military ID, and he'll give it back, and he'll say, hey, thank you for your service. I never heard that in California. Here on the radio, I'll hear commercials encouraging local businesses to hire veterans. I don't think I ever heard anything like that when I was in California either. You know, just not to my memory. Gun laws, gun culture, again, night and day. Gun culture is much stronger here in Nevada. Gun laws in Nevada much more lenient than California. So the gun culture is way stronger out here than it is in California. One of the other big parts about Nevada compared to California is the business environment. That's another one where California is notorious for being tough on businesses, or it's not ranked very often as a business-friendly environment. Nevada is much closer to being business-friendly than California is. So, I mean, those are all just things I noticed when I came from California to Nevada, and sometimes I would say it almost feels like, you know, you're moving from another country in some way because some of the cultural aspects are so different. So those are some things I wanted to touch on. Share your opinion. Tell me what you guys think about California and or Nevada when it comes to these kind of topics. If you've lived in both, even better. Please tell me what you think about these, or anything you think I missed. Please share those differences as well too. That's going to be it for this video, guys. I am Jacob, and this is My Life in Vegas.